Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we have even more OverDress news as well as a new card reveal. Now, let's start off with the card reveal. We have the new Grand Blue boss unit from Clan Selection. Now, I want to open this by saying, look what I asked for a few days ago in a Discord. They can print all the jank they want. If I get a Ghosty that revives something, I'm happy. Honestly, if they give me a Ghosty that when placed triggers a revive, I'm happy as fuck. I'd be so happy with that skill. V/R, when placed, Soul Blast 1, superior call a unit from drop. She herself is a Ghosty. I have faith. Now, what does our new Ghosty girl do? Ghosty leader Beatrice, auto VR. When placed, costs Soul Blast 1 and call a card not named Beatrice from your drop zone to R. You know, maybe I should really make like a tarot card reading service. You know, $10 to predict your future. Continuance on V. All of your units with Ghosty in their card names on your R or G get intercept and power plus 5k, shield plus 5k. Auto on V. When your rear guard is retired by a card's ability, during your turn, cost counterblast 1 and call a card with Ghosty in its card name and grade less than the grade of the retired unit from your drop zone to R. Now, obviously this is like cool multi-attack stuff with the Ghosties. It's fun. But why did I specifically ask for the when placed Soul Blast 1 call a card not named Beatrice from drop zone to R? Well, there is this card called Negro Lily, which is a G Guardian for premium and G formats and so forth, that says CB1, kill one of your own units, revive a normal unit Ghosty. So what does that mean? Well, if your opponent does some crazy, whether it's a loop or a really strong turn, they attack you, you G-Guard Negro Lily, pop one of your own units, revive a Ghosty, being this one, trigger her skill, and then revive a Skeleton Cannoneer. Now you can pop your opponent's units in their own battle phase. So now, Grand Blue has a Denial Griffin once again. This is exactly why I asked that. I did not care about, oh, I can do some Ghosty plays or... No, I needed a Ghosty name, so I have a Denial Griffin in my fucking Grand Blue premium deck. So there's a little hint. If you are a Grand Blue player, and, you know, with the new OverDress news, you're like, you know what, I really want to be insured for the future with my current collection, I want to be playing some premium, pick up a Negro Lily or two right away. Because no matter what, I feel this card will be played even as a one-off or a two-off, just so you can use Negro Lily to revive it and have a Denial Griffin. Denial Griffins are strong. I don't know what to tell you. For now, they're still very cheap, so, you know, grab them while you can. I'm sure more will come to market, so, you know, if they get bought out, don't go crazy for them either, but this is just a little tip for the Grand Blue fans out there. I'm happy. This is exactly what I wanted. Now, for the OverDress news, we have some cool images that we didn't have when I made my first video on them. So first of all, we have some trial deck arts. So as you can see, the 5 nations, all of their new boss units are shown. Obviously, I love this. Like, this will make deck building so much more interesting. Can you imagine premium right now? You not only have 9 years of cards, but every single set, you will now have cards for every single clan with a 9-year card pool. You will be able to figure stuff out and deck build and so forth almost every month. Well, not really every month, but you get what I mean, right? Like, there is so much depth that you can now utilize, and every set is supporting you. That is amazing. Now, of course, like, I'm also pretty excited for standard OverDress, honestly. I'm just super hype. So obviously Stoicheia is my favorite because, well, my favorite clans are Grand Blue and Great Nature, and they just put them into the same nation. So very, very exciting. Next up, we saw the Over Trigger promo. I'm not really into like anime onto my cards in that same way, but some people may like it. I also have some scans from the Grand Blue looking units from Stoicheia. Very excited for these. These look so dark. This is actually beautiful. I'm so glad we're getting new units. Then we're getting Token Rambu back. So that's pretty exciting for you Token Rambu fans out there. Premium Token Rambu might become a legit thing. Then we have the Monster Strike that's also coming. Interestingly, apparently the Bermuda nation will also include all the collab nations. So I assume Bang Dreams going there, Monster Strikes going there, Token Rambu's going there. So that's pretty interesting. Then we have some new rules. So for your OverDress rules, specifically for OverDress, you need different sleeves for your ride deck. Quick Shield can no longer be used. The player going second will draw a card by the ability of the starting Vanguard. So I'm assuming that going first, you will no longer draw, or going second, you will draw another card, which is a good way to like somewhat balance it a bit more. A lot of games use this strategy, but again, this is purely for OverDress. Imaginary Gift will no longer be used. Grade 3 units will gain a new ability instead of Imaginary Gift. This is great because gifts fucking suck. Cards with D icons can be played in clan decks that correspond to their nation. See, so people were telling me like, no, premium won't work with OverDress. Bitch, it was on the slides, but now you have it once again. Yes, you can play your new nation cards in premium. Every set is a premium set. Premium will just consistently, you will be able to figure out new interactions. Your deck will consistently get better or have the opportunity to get better. I love this. Even like the V selection stuff, right? Like if they print some new V card with Raging Form or whatever, that too is a premium card. We even have Chain Rancor, which will then copy that skill. So there's a lot of strides in Premium Collection 2020 that will actually work with those V selections. If anything, I feel like that was planned from the very start. So yeah, I'm just hype. My favorite part about games like this is being able to deck build and homebrew and figure cool stuff out. And now I can do that all the time. Sign me up. Another piece of ruling, Q&A regarding the right deck. Is the right deck also allowed in V Premium and Premium? No, the right deck is only allowed in standard format. Now, some people may ask, why? Well, here's the thing. A lot of cards in both standard, current standard, and Premium are super broken if you can right fix. For example, OTT has that one card that when placed on V, grade 1, you can re-mulligan. So that would be like a huge thing because you just have to play one, and now you can always re-mulligan. If Bermuda can always ride Lizelot, if Riviere can always ride like their correct ride chain, if Gold Paladin can always ride Bowmains, like stuff like that is maybe not something you want to see. And so for that reason, this only works in OverDress. While I would have liked the consistency buff, I understand that given standard support and old premium stuff, it's just gonna clash, so I get it. Question, do we use separate sleeves for the main deck and right deck, or do we use the same sleeves? The sleeves for the main deck and right deck must be different. So this means you will have to like pre-choose which cards are in your right deck. That's pretty major because you can't change from matchup to matchup, essentially. Question, for cards that are placed within the right deck, what happens if they have to be placed in other areas? You have to place it in the main deck. Said card will be placed back to the right deck instead. For other zones, the cards will be placed in the zone indicated. So you can't shuffle like wrong sleeved cards into your main deck, essentially. Next up, question, does the number of cards in the right deck count towards the total deck count? Yes, so you must still have 50 cards total. Question, must the copies of the same card in the main deck and the right deck be up to 4? Yes, so you can still only have 4 of the same card. Question, can I put only grade 2 cards in my right deck? No, you cannot. Please prepare only one piece of each of grades. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Makes a lot of sense. Then we had some more art. So for the Bermuda Nation, we actually have a giant whale. It's called Lyrical Monasterio. And I think this is like, this looks really pretty. I really like this. I wonder if we'll get more like kind of animalish things, you know, like the Bermuda Triangle Mermaid's Companions or something like that. Because it's weird how you like see a whale and then everything else will just be mermaids. Now I get like they're living in this city type of place, but I don't know. It's something to think about. You know, like Poco was this thing we had in the anime for Bermuda, so maybe that will like come as a card or something. I don't know. It's just something I thought up. Then we have the new protagonist, Yuyu Kondo, and his new cards, Trickstar, and then the name we don't have yet. So as you can see, pretty funny. Trickstar kind of reminds me of Chrono Dran, you know. Chrono Shindo is our protagonist, or Yuyu now, and then he has like this cute little starter that will kind of be like his ace monster. Whether you want to call it Pikachu or Winged Kuribo, it's kind of that vibe, right? And then we have his obvious boss monster, which, you know, kind of looks like a Nova Grappler card to me, so that's pretty interesting. But of course, it's nation-based. And I don't think this is actually from the Nova Grappler Nation. I don't know, I would have to check again. Then we have some more scans of the trial deck cards. So as you can see, the full arts of these units. Oh, I am so hyped for Magnolia. That card looks so cool. My only fear would be that since it's a new format, they'll start it off pretty tame. And so I don't know. I'm not a fan of like your first units being tame. So we'll see what they do, right? Maybe they're super crazy. Maybe this will be the boss in fucking Grand Blue as well, or in Great Nature. We'll see. But still, I'm just excited. This looks very, very good. And unlike in the first reboot where you started with, I'll play my Perfect Razor. I'll play my Sio Amaterasu. There's the 4 decks and that's it. We instantly like get thrown into, okay, these are all the decks. You have your 5 nations, and then we'll just start adding new things into those nations, and you'll instantly have, I think, more interesting deck building. So that is all. Hope you found this interesting. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you soon. Ciao.